So, as someone that is currently not working in a non-design role, but still utilizing my design skills, how does that affect my course into getting into a design role, such as a design studio? What would be the best way to navigate doing design work whilst also being in a non-design full-time job?
I think this is interesting because I've spoken to many people in this current situation where they're not necessarily they want to be a designer, an art director, but they're working in another field that's completely separate to that. So I think if your goal is to work in a design role, it's very important to have something to show that your intention that you do want to work in a design role. And I think that starts with a very basic way of doing it is an online portfolio. Some people call it an online book where you can showcase your work. And that work can be for real clients if you've worked on any design project for real clients or businesses, or it can be spec work. So spec work is work that isn't paid for by a client, where you've kind of created it out of your own doing, but it still showcases your skills. And I think that's the most important thing. Your online book is almost a potential for what you can create, and you can create that online book. There's many resources. You can do it through Squarespace, Wix, GoDaddy. There's Adobe, there's Behance, and some are free. Some have a monthly subscription. But just start. I think that's the thing. Just create an online portfolio, and just start with a portfolio where you can grow your work in it. It doesn't have to be purely design work either. It can include your side hustle, paintings, drawings, photography, anything really. I think it also captures you as a person and who you are. And it's really a space to showcase your creativity and your potential to prospective employers and clients. And when you eventually do land that design role that you've been after, keep adding to your portfolio. I have a portfolio even now, and I keep adding to it. I feel like it's never ever finished, and I get bored with the work in there quite often. But for me, it's like it's ever evolving thing where you're constantly updating your portfolio. And I guess think of your portfolio like a life raft. So if you have the right mix of stuff in there and the right work, it'll always keep you afloat, because that's the one thing you can always pass on and share and show potential employers or clients is the work that you've created. So a good portfolio will always keep you afloat.
Yeah, great advice. Ben, did you have anything else to add from a psych perspective, maybe to do with like maintaining that motivation and energy to constantly update, your portfolio online, or to find time outside of work to do that and put yourself out there,
Yeah, look, I mean, I think this is a great opportunity to utilize a peer network. So reaching out and having a network of peers with whom you can talk to about career-related issues is sort of obviously has a benefit for working through some career decision points. But another thing that you can be doing is sharing with one another what sorts of things you're doing, a way of motivating you to get things done. I know that there are a lot of writers and artists who use, who have a regular catch-up session where they can talk about what things they've been writing, what things they have, what artwork they've been doing, and they have a chance to give one another feedback. And the feedback itself in these cases may not be nearly as important as the motivation that regular meeting has for getting something done. And yeah, so if it's not something that you're doing as part of your day-to-day job, finding something that motivates you to do a little bit of this every day if possible, maybe every week if not, so that you're always building that profile.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Ben.